We've had a variety of guests on Kaleidoscope, from corporate captains to activists to heads of donor agencies and diplomatic missions. We've had citizens talk about issues that are swept under the carpet and exclusives with game changers and trailblazers. There have been entrepreneurs, innovators, small business heads, achievers and young people who have all shared their opinions. From nearly 150 guests on the show from June last year, on Ceylinco Live Let's Talk today, we take a combo of all these and ask them what lessons they learned in 2020. Starting off is the Forbes 30 Under 30 named Mevan Pieris, who was the first guest on our show.
My biggest lesson from the year 2020 that just passed is not to be afraid of change. We will adapt, and if you work hard enough, you can find solutions to almost any problem.
I think I've learned that we can all get by with so much less. We actually need very little and not as much as we generally go looking for. Life can be good with much less.
Is the importance of companies being prepared for the unexpected, having business continuity plans in place and having a very agile operating model.
Is to respect the environment and not overstep the boundaries.
It's about COVID, right? I mean, unthinkable can happen. We need to prepare for things like that as well.
I think instead of planning, we have to learn to let life happen to us, because that's how we get stronger.
COVID has thrown out enormous challenges this year, and really the lesson that I've learned is that when you follow the evidence and you do it with heart and courage, you can achieve amazing things for children and their families, as we've done in Ceylinco this year.
Is how to have patience and understanding.
Community is everything. When we all get together, we all work in unison and we all strive for the same goal. For the improvement of our community, we can achieve great things.
2020 will remain a unique year, at least for our lifetime. Beginning with once-in-a-century pandemic, it showed us the flip side of life. It also made us reflect and realize and value the small things that we take for granted.
I think it's the importance of family, because over the last year, we saw society broke down, neighborhoods were under lockdown, even the government broke down, and all that remained was family.
Change is the only constant, the Buddha said, and this year we had to reinvent ourselves, be flexible, generous, and extend our goodwill. And only then we made our communities and our country work.
We've gone through such a hard time this year, and I think to get through the challenging times, it really helps to think about the things that we do have and be grateful for them.
Nothing is firm, nothing is sure, everything is fluid, everything is transitionary, and it is often the vulnerable that get hurt the most by these things. So as we formulate policy or as we do our work, we need to consistently have those who are most vulnerable at the forefront, and it is that work that can make a huge difference and really change things.
And we also asked our gallery of movers and shakers what their wish lists were for 2021.
What I wish for 2021 for Sri Lanka is for all of us to realize that we are one, regardless of race, religion, social status or financial wealth, and that we are all Sri Lankans and that we don't hesitate to help someone else out in the new year.
I think for me, certainly I don't wish for the old normal. I do wish for a better normal for us all.
My hope is that Sri Lanka will be able to procure the vaccines in adequate quantities as soon as possible, so that the economy and tourism in particular can recover.
My wish for Sri Lanka is a Sri Lanka that knows how to accept, acknowledge and even celebrate the diversity that we have.
Next year can be a normal year, right, with the vaccines coming in, and hopefully things will improve and we can have a normal year. I think that is what we all are expecting.
So instead of waiting for a good year to come around, I'm going to learn to appreciate the bad years because I've come out strong.
I'm so excited that in 2021 UNICEF is going to be supporting the government and other partners in rolling out the COVID vaccine. That is going to be a game changer. But I'm also very, very excited that we may be able to support the government of Sri Lanka in rolling out a universal child benefit. This is essential in helping to address the urgent needs of children and their families that have been exacerbated by the COVID crisis.
That people get to reunite with their families as soon as possible, and I hope there's a solution to this pandemic as soon as possible.
A greater sense of empathy and care and understanding for everybody around us.
We should define and design our new normal, the better normal, to restore health of our people and planet, to move together to collective good rather than individual triumphs, to work towards a healthier, happier, greener and equitable world where no one is left behind.
And as a people, that we rise up to the occasion and, start living our lives. Because I think, we need to get over the fear.
I wish 2021 to be a year of kindness and empathy. Kindness to our surroundings and all its species, in our thoughts and actions.
For 2021, I hope that we continue to care about each other and be there for each other, and we as a human race come together.
We learn much more kindness, much more empathy, much more deep connectedness with our fellow human beings, but also the world around us, because without that, it really means we cannot move forward, and it is what has got us through this pandemic, is us being connected with each other and being empathetic towards each other.
Diverse and different in lessons and wishes they may be, but the single thread running through is the need to treat each other better, be more compassionate, live for the moment and create a better normal where the economy, social fabric and environment will thrive. Thank you to my 14 guests. You've articulated what all of us had in our minds. A great way to start off the new year. That was Ceylinco Live. Let's talk.
With Ceylinco Life Pension Saver, Sri Lanka's premier retirement plan, start planning for your retirement today. Ceylinco Life, a relationship for life.